In this video, we're creating mindful moments. Hey everyone, welcome to another Monty Plonker art class where we use simple tricks to make fantastic pics. All you need is some colouring pens or pencils, crayons. I'm using some pens today. We're going to have a black pen, pencil, crayon as well, and in various colours, and some white paper. Mindful moments. Mindful moments are when we take a break from the hustle and bustle of our lives to relax and create a colourful pattern by using a simple trick. And today's simple trick is where we're going to start with a black pen, or like I said, your pencil or your crayon, whatever you've got. And we're going to create some lines. Now I'm going to start, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to start from the top left down to the bottom right. If you're left-handed, you can go either way. Don't worry too much about the direction. It's just about this sort of general pattern that we're going to create. And so what we're going to start off with is drawing some lines across the paper. So we'll start by doing one in the top corner there, and we'll leave a bit of a gap, and we're going to continue with some lines. Now you can see here the second row, sort of the end point sort of comes into the middle of the line above. So we're sort of trying to separate them a little bit. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. This isn't about perfection. This is about creating this pattern that you can see now. We're sort of creating this pyramid formation. And again, we're trying to get the lines sort of in between or in the middle of the previous line as well. So we carry on in a similar pattern here. So we're going to create these lines, and what we're going to do is create a colourful pattern once we've made these marks here. Put that up to there. That will link all of these lines together. So again, create a bit of a distance in between. There we go. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. Again, it doesn't need to be an exact amount of lines per row. And I'm not trying to get too caught up on the length of the lines. Again, this is just about creating a nice pattern, which I think the reason that I like it, I enjoy just this sort of mark making process, and maybe you do as well. I enjoy greatly just starting with a blank piece of paper and just seeing what turns up. I say turn up, you know, we're making the marks, but that element of surprise and creating something which wasn't there before, I really enjoy it. And for me, I find it very relaxing, this sort of mark making process. So there we are. We've got these lines now. It sort of looks like lots of roads all put together, or it reminds me a little bit of a zebra as well. Okay, so we've got our lines here. Now what we're going to do is take a colour. Now I'm going to take, what shall I take? Oh, this looks nice. I'm going to take this colour here, and what we're going to do is connect the lines from the top here down to the bottom. So in my case, top left to bottom right, and we're going to connect them all together so it goes from a single line. So if I show you, if we start from the top here, and we're going to draw a line between this black line here and one of these two, and we'll do it from the middle of each line, so we sort of connect them together like that. And then we're going to go on to the next row. So from row, I suppose, 2 to 3, we're going to connect this line here. Now we can go in either to this connection here or this one here, what we don't want to do is cross over, because what's going to happen is later on we're going to connect this line to another. Hopefully that's not too complicated, and I'll show you what I mean. To be honest, it's probably just easier. I'll just crack on with it and you'll see what I mean. So we've connect now those two lines, and again we're going to do this all the way until we get down to this line here. So I'm going to go, yeah, let's go this way, and let's go down here as well. And again, there is no particular right or wrong. It's really just what you fancy connecting. Sort of, you find yourself, well, I find myself deciding to go in a particular direction. So for instance there, I was like, well, I don't know, I don't want to stretch all the way down there. It just felt more natural to come back down to the bottom here. And again, I think you feel similar to me. You might spot those little patterns. So there we go, we've got that line there, we've connected it. So can you see we've connected from the single line here, the single line here, we've connected and we've gone in the middle of all those lines. So yeah, lovely. And again, I just, I enjoy just the simplicity of the lines that we've created here, and the colours that we've got here. Very few colours obviously, but even that in itself I could really enjoy, really like. No, in fact I was going to get blue, but actually what I'm going to do, let's choose this colour here. Now I'm going to continue this, but in fact this time round the lines aren't going to connect all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to use a different colour every time. So this will be the single colour and the only line that will connect the two. And when we start to build up all the other colours, you'll see this will start to get a bit lost, and it's quite enjoyable to show people and say, oh, which, what's the difference or the pattern here? What can you see? What can you spot? Sometimes a lot of people don't seem to spot it. So again, I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to go across there, and then where shall I go? So what we're going to do is we're going to leave these now as single lines. So I'm not going to connect this one down to here or down to here, because that would be a connecting line. I'm going to instead jump over here and connect those two. And then I'm going to connect those two. So you can see here we've gone from this row, we've then gone on to the next row, we've then gone on to the next row. So the next is connecting these, and again they can be in any particular order. So for instance here I am going to go down there, and again these can be quite scattered, so bring this one down here, and already again what I find by doing this exercise, you sort of create these patterns and these blocks and these spaces. So even here already, just the colours, the together, these colours sort of together side by side, they just look lovely. I just, I was going to make a mistake there. I just really enjoy the mark making process and sort of the simplicity of making these decisions. Well, I hope it feels simple. I feel like this sounds a lot more complicated when I try to explain it than actually it is. Maybe rewatch this video and you'll sort of get an idea of it. But again, it's all about just creating these simple patterns, which look a little bit more scattered, looks a little bit more thunder and lightning-ish. There we go. No, actually, there we are. I've made a little mistake there. Because actually what we've done there is we've connected those two, because this is a single, the last line, but hey-ho, again, I'm not too caught up on the mistakes, really. So now we've got these lines here all connecting, and so we're going to jump on and use another colour, which, going through a little pot of colours here, let's grab this purple. Now we can see that these lines are already connected, so can't do that anymore. So let's jump on and put a line there. That's the first one that we can do. And again, I try not to get too caught up, I suppose, in the colours that I'm using, because again, hadn't thought about using these colours already, but again, I just like where these connect, and you can see these little pockets, these little bits of colour to come together, which I find, very very enjoyable to see. Let's connect those two as well. That's nice. Let's jump down here. Well, that's what we did last time. That we just sort of jumped down to the bottom here, but we'll do that down there. And then maybe let's connect these here. Let's cover that one there. Again, don't worry about making mistakes. Just enjoy the mark making. Enjoy that sort of the process of creating these patterns. Like here, I want to connect those two. I want to bring those two together. Let's connect those there. Let's bring that. It's a bit of a junction there. Lots going on there already. A bit of a squeeze. Let's bring that together. And look, we can't actually combine those two either. So that's that one. Right. What should we choose now? Let's choose this pinky colour. Right, so here we are. So we've done that line, we've done that line, done that line. So what I'm trying to avoid, I suppose, is these lines, the colour lines crossing over each other. So really what we're left here is that line, and we've now completed that row. But what I don't want to do, for instance, here is connect this line to this line and cross over the colours. So again, it's keeping them all separate. Let's combine those two. I haven't got anything here yet, so again, let's combine those together. Slightly thicker. Let's go from there to there. These are nice colours together. Look, that's lovely. And again, against the white and the black and the colours, you sort of, again, you find these little pockets of space, you find these little colours appearing. And what I enjoy is seeing these colours and seeing these combinations during the process of mark making and during the process of creating these patterns. It's, because this will sort of be expanded shortly with different colours around. So it's enjoying that. It's enjoying that moment. As you can tell, I really enjoy doing this. And hopefully you guys do too as well. Let's combine those two. Lovely. And then that here. Yep. Got a bit of space down there. What about over here? In fact, that's the last one we can do there, isn't it? So similar to before, sort of similar to that line, we've combined those two. But there we are. And now look at the colours. Now it's starting to pop a bit, and you can see we still got that line, and it is quite obvious because it's sort of scattered all the other colours, but you can see it's starting to come together, and it's beginning to get lost amongst the other colours there. I suppose it's standing out a little bit more. Maybe start to get hidden with this colour, this greeny colour. So let's start by going across there. That's nice. And again, they're nice colours. They look great together. This is sort of a bit of a pool of colouring, which is coming together nicely. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, that stands out. Combine those two. Yeah. Sometimes you think, oh, have I missed a line? I do these, and sometimes people spot that I have missed something. So if you're watching and you're saying, oh, you've missed a line, then apologies in advance. But like I said before, not too worried about mistakes. Now here, again, they're nice colours together, aren't they? And sort of using that quite a bit to almost lose it a little bit, lose it amongst the other colours. Let's go. Well, what have we got? We haven't got a huge amount here. We've got those two. Let's combine those. You can notice also some of the lines are Again, they're not perfect lines. And again, I really don't mind that at all. But you create sort of slightly different shapes. In fact, we're creating some of these diamonds, aren't we? Starting to create these little diamond pockets. All right, let's give the yellow a go. So, in fact, that's the final line up there. They look nice together, don't they? They look lovely. Yeah, that one's standing out. Again, similar little track here. Let's go over here. That yellow and purple together would be nice. Quite a few spaces over there. Let's bring that over there. Connecting those two. Bring that down there. Oh, there's a big empty space there. Should I go there or should I go there? Or should I go there? I'm going to go here. And when you're doing this at home, don't get too caught up. It might look very different to what I'm making. I hope it does. You know, it's about you making your own pattern and you making your own shapes and colours and combinations. We've got that connected there. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Next. Have we used that already? We have. Okay. What about green? Okay, so we've used everything. We've done that. So, all right. Okay, we're down to here, but we haven't got many, have we? We've got that connection. I'm going to connect it to the outside there. Bring this down here. That's nice colours. Again, these pinks are really popping out. The pinks and the purples here. The yellow sort of connecting to them, but they're, I don't know, they're really standing out for me, those colours. Let's go bring these combinations together. Similar look, we've created a little diamond there. I also try not to overthink it. There seems to be sort of spots that appear obvious. So that's it, isn't it? Alright, we're already done. We're starting to use quite a few colours. Now you can see the blue's starting to disappear. I mean, we're always going to, I suppose, focus on it because we can say, well, we can see it. But I think, and again, I suppose a test will be showing someone else after you've made this to see what they're seeing. Can they spot the pattern or what's hidden amongst the pattern that we're creating? So, right, we're already down to, oh, that's a big one. Okay. And then there's a few to go over here, down here, let's go lower. We need to combine those two at some point. Put that into the middle. These are really standing out, aren't they? Down to there. Down to there. Oh, it's not quite connecting, but it's okay. Is that it? I think that's the only one I can do. Okay. And there. We're done. Alright, that's very quick. Okay. We're really motivated. Now there's a colour in here that I wanted. Say in here, amongst these. Where is it? That one. So we've done there. Have we done there? Yep. Where is it? It's just this one, isn't it? Yeah. So the difference between these lines are that one. Now, I think that's it. Yes, in fact, so far all of these we haven't actually had a choice. Now we've got a choice. We can go between the two. That's nice. They're nice together. Let's do another one of those, like those. And in fact, they're nice because there's sort of comfortably merged together. They sit side by side nicely. Let's bring... I was going to do that, but actually, let's see what we can create here. Stretch that over. And then extend that over to there, look. And in fact, I think that one... Let's see, that's that of water. I've done that. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. That's described it as a mistake. It's not really a mistake, but it's, I suppose the idea is trying to keep them separate, but it's inevitable you're going to create these little pockets where you've got a couple. Should I have a red, big bold red? Yeah. Now I don't know if this might actually end up being the final colour we use. Can't do on there. Well, we're even going to use it. Ah, yeah, we are. So here. Oh, look, multi-plonker. And yellow. What else we got over here? Over here. Have we got anything here? No. I've done this before, and sometimes there'll be. You might not have a line here, but you might have on the another. So it might go sort of 7, 6, 7. And you end up having a line on the next one. But again, if you do, it's absolutely fine. Again, sort of the exercise is more to do with about enjoying that mark making and creating those patterns. I think that might be. Ah, no, we've got one here. Look, that might. This next one might end up just being a single colour. What are we going to use? What are we going to use, people? Dark green. Oh, let's use that. Have I used that? No, I don't think I have. Have I? Let's find out. Is that the only line that we can do? Yeah, that's not going anywhere. I think it is. So we've got that one there. No, we haven't used that before. That's a nice colour. But I think that is the only place where we're going to create it. Am I right? You might be screaming now saying, it is! Or no! Ah, here we go. Here we go. You might have spotted it already. This line. Actually, no, we can't, can we? Because that can't extend. So that's 4 to 2. So that can't extend down because we've already extended it down to there. So that's the end of that. All right, there we go. There's our pattern. Now you can see where the line is now somewhat lost. And I reckon if you showed this to somebody and you asked them to see what is the pattern amongst the pattern we've created, I'm not sure people are necessarily going to see this. I'm sure we can still see it, can't we? Bang, 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 bang. But it would be difficult, I think, for others. But look at, we've got these thick blues. They're now starting to stand out. These combinations are lovely. I'm really enjoying these and breaking up with the yellow as well. This is a really nice spot for me. And, you know, again, these sort of diamonds or these leaning squares are, that one's lovely. Just these combination of colours and the mark making. And again, enjoying just creating that pattern, which I think is really beautiful. Yay! Thank you for joining this Monty Plonker art class. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.